So here we are with our adorable babies who are now 11 weeks old. There's Primrose, and let's put her back in. You go back in for a minute. And here's little Lara. Hey Lara, come on my darling. Oops, don't go falling. There's Lara, pretty little Lara. Primrose, come on my sweetheart. No adventuring today. This is not playtime. This is clean our house time, which is why you're in the little house. Oops, sorry, jogged the camera. Come on, Primmy. Come on, Primmy. They do know their names. They learnt their names in 2 days when I did my 2-day intensive getting to know you. So they know their names. They know they're not supposed to be running out. Whoops. No. It's filming time. It's not playtime. I'm so glad I have these girls because I would be crying right now. I would be crying without you two little darlings, wouldn't I? Yes. Come on then. Come on. Oh, you naughty little girls. They're not naughty, they're mischievous. Right, quickly, watching fingers. We'll put the lid down because otherwise I'm not going to be able to tell you what I want to tell you. It's been a sad week. Babies are doing absolutely fine, but we lost Carol. It was totally sudden and unexpected. There was nothing anyone could do. She had been looking very sad last weekend, and we thought she's just missing her sister still. Rats do get depression when they lose all their siblings. And Monday she was a bit wheezy. We gave her some antibiotics, and then Wednesday I was not sure. I couldn't really, her breathing didn't seem too noisy, but it just seemed not quite right. So I kept an eye on her, and at lunchtime I thought, I'm going to take her into the vet for a checkup. So my vet was on at 5 o'clock, so I planned to go to the vet at 5. And then at 2 o'clock I looked at Carol and I thought that she's suddenly got very unwell. She was flopped out, her breathing was very laboured. She looked puffy round her middle, and one of her eyes had started to bulge. And that is a really, really bad thing. We didn't, it could be a neurological problem or an infection. And as she'd been on antibiotics, I didn't think it was an infection. So we phoned the vet back, rushed in for an emergency appointment. The vet was lovely, but she didn't know a terrible lot about rats, really. She didn't know how to euthanize rats the way that I like it. I absolutely insist on having it done, which is with general anaesthetic first as a gas. So it's like putting them under an anaesthetic to have an operation so they can't feel anything, and then giving the injection when they're fully unconscious. She went next door to check with my vet, and when he heard it was us there, he very kindly left his clinic and came to put Carol to sleep for us because there was nothing that could be done for her really. We've had this with her brothers and sisters, and when they get to that stage they just get worse and worse, and they had so many genetic problems and tumours and problems with their brains and their lungs and cancers that we're not going to leave our rats lingering when they get to that stage. We thought we had been lucky with Carol and that she was the only one that had perfect health, but unfortunately she just reached her 2nd birthday. And we thought we're doing okay, and I'd started to relax a bit and think she'd be with us for a while, and then this happened. So our lovely vet John, he's kept rats himself, and he's so kind and gentle, and he talks to the rats the whole time, and he came and he put her to sleep, and I did my usual. I was a bit upset, and it's been such a traumatic time. But anyway, Carol has gone. I'm left with 2 11-week-old rats. I'm glad I have them because I would probably be sitting crying and looking at rat videos and pictures this weekend and just feeling really, really bad because rats are my passion in life. They're just what I do. Everything I do is about my rats. And I have other interests as well, but rats come first. They've always come first, and they will come first. So yeah, that is that. There's just 2 rats left. So did have some interesting news today that there are some As some of you know, I was planning to take Mummy Rat and one of her babies later this year. It won't be for a few months. But I did have a message from a breeder today to say that she has some retired Mummy Rats available. And it's come at such a good time, really cheered me up, and I'm looking forward to finding more details, and I really hope there will be a lovely Mummy Rat to come and keep my babies company. And more about that as soon as I know what's happening. Now, if you were waiting for our rat rations video, which was planned for this week, I'm sorry it hasn't happened. I didn't really feel up to going through all the different things with losing Carol. But I'll be talking about the card beddings that we've been trialling, and the paper bedding that we're trying instead of our safe bed paper, and why more about why we swapped our food to rat rations, and what we're hoping to do, you know, regarding our bedding and food for the future. We will definitely be buying more from rat rations, and you'll definitely be getting the longer video from me with details of what we're buying and everything else. So my babies have got fed up now. They've realised they're not staying out for playtime. I must get on with cleaning their big cage, because just 2 days before Carol died, we had just rearranged the Southwark Royal Suite. It was looking beautiful. Everything had been cleaned from when the boys were in there and scrubbed out and steam cleaned and rearranged. Everything's new for the babies. And I'm just doing it all again now, because although we don't think Carol had an infection, and the babies are obviously very healthy, have no infections or anything, we just want to, you know, if a rat is sick or has died, we do always do this, clean everything out and make sure that so there's no possible infection risk for our other rats. So babies are in here just for today. I put them in here the night that Carol died, and we're going to get on and a little bit of a scratch there, baby. You okay? I think she's a little bit stressed because Carol's died. But they don't have any mites or anything. They're very clean, and she's only been having a little scratch since I put her into that cage. And one of the reasons I'll tell you quickly that I'm changing my paper is because I think paper is not agreeing with them. Because they did, when they had the new paper, which is in the other cage, they didn't scratch at all. So, you know, I'll talk about that in my next video, but it's been a sad week, but there is always a rat that needs your care, a rat that needs rescuing, a rat that needs your love and attention. And just remember, lifespans are short, they're unpredictable, every day is precious, so make the most of every day and enjoy your rats and give them the best possible life you can. Just make sure they're always happy, healthy and safe.